Hi, Beshneela here. Talk to me Tuesday on December 22nd, 2009. I got my marbled glass ornaments done finally and wanted to show you guys some of those. The first batch, I made 12 altogether, and I'm going to give each of my kids 2. And the first batch I did, I was trying to go for I used blue and green, and I wanted them to kind of look like planets. But as they sat and continued to drain over the next couple days after I did them, they blended together. There used to be real defined areas, and they actually did look like planets. But I don't know if it's because I used too much paint or I didn't turn them enough or what, but I still like them. I put the date on the bottom. See, they kind of all looked a little bit more like that, but then they continued to marbleize, so to speak, as they drained, and it just kind of blended together. And then I did, so each of my kids will get a planet one, and then they'll each get one that's other colors. I made a lavender and white one. I like how that came out. And I really like this pink one, even though it's not very marbled. I just kind of like how the pink came out, and I just don't know if my lighting is all that great. But I've got a daughter who loves pink more than anything, so she'll get that one. I have a red and white one. I did a red and green one. I hope the red looks red and not orange. I did a peach and white. I still have to put the date on the bottom of these. One of them came out looking like melted Neapolitan ice cream. So I have an idea to kind of salvage this one. I'm not going to remove the paint because that's pretty labor intensive. But a few years ago at a kids craft fair, I saw it was a glass ornament that had been covered in glue and then rolled in crushed glass. And it was absolutely gorgeous. I think I bought one for my mom and gave it to her for stocking stuffer that year. So yeah, so I made six planet ones and 6 other colors. I have one hanging here just to make the picture look a little better. And I came up with a cool little tip for tying the bows. I took a Pringles can, cut out most of the middle of the lid, and put polymer clay, unbaked polymer clay, in there to kind of create a way to hold the ornament in so it doesn't fall through. And then I could just hold the can between my knees and tie the bows real easy, and the ornament, you know, because otherwise it was just slipping and bobbling all over the place and I couldn't get the ornament to hold still. So that worked out kind of cool. I'm ever on the search for a crocheted newborn hat pattern that's nice and stretchy like knit, because I have carpal tunnel real bad, and I'm finding that hand knitting makes my hands go completely numb. So I was watching Knit and Crochet today on Saturday, and they showed crocheted socks, and the cuff of the sock this is crochet. It looks like knitting, but it's actually all slip stitch. The cuff of the sock is the slip stitch, and then you start from here. Well, you would make it a round like a sock. Then you start from here doing half double crochet, and then you make the foot of the sock down here. But look at how stretchy this slip stitch crochet is. That's like really nice and stretchy. Hack 42 mentioned that I could try this for a newborn hat pattern. So I've been looking and have not yet been able to find a newborn hat pattern out of all slip stitch. So I may have to figure one out on my own. It's going to be kind of challenging because the rows are vertical. And so somehow I'm going to have to figure out how to get it to come in. Otherwise I could just make a rectangle, connect it, and then gather the top somehow. But I would rather shape it rounded if I could. And then the last thing I wanted to share is the way our family does Christmas is our children, we fill their stockings with stocking stuffers, and then under the tree they each get cash. And then the day after Christmas we go and they can buy whatever they want. And we don't do it for saving money so they can get sale prices. That's not necessarily why we do it. We do it so that they have the freedom to shop and buy things that we don't really have the luxury of letting them. We always have to say no throughout the year when they say they want something if we go shopping. So this is an opportunity for them to be able to get what they want, spend a decent amount of money. They get money from their granddad, aunts, uncles, and my husband and I give them each money. So they usually have a pretty decent amount of money to go shopping with the day after Christmas. And what we're going to do this year is my husband's going to take our two boys and they're going to go pick out things. And I'm going to take my girls. It takes 3 hours to get to this mall that we want to go to, but we're going to go to the mall in Kearney, Nebraska. And I'm going to get my hair cut because I haven't had it cut since June. And the girls are going to get to shop at the mall, and I get to go to Hobby Lobby. I only get to go to Hobby Lobby about once a year. So I'm going to get some of that Love This Yarn. I love this yarn. You guys have been talking about it, and I love how it looks when you guys show your things that you've made out of that. The yarn does look really soft for a worsted weight. And I'm going to see if they carry my Red Heart Light and Lofty, because that is getting really hard to find that stuff. And I'm going to look for some needle or some cross stitch or needle point stocking kits, because I still have to make or get 3 more kits so that each of the 8 people in my family have handmade stockings. I'm going to get the crushed glass for ornaments, and I'm going to look for clear glass ball ornaments, because there's none within hundreds of miles of where I live. For these I had to buy ornaments that were like a bronze color, and I had to soak them in bleach for a really long time, and then scrub and scrub and scrub, and it was a lot of work. I was determined, and I'm glad I did it. I had a lot of fun doing this, but I want to get more glass ornaments and practice with colors, paint quantities, consistencies, and turning and different ways to get them to look the way I'd like them to look. I'll probably look at the fabric a little bit, even though I have tons of fabric. I shouldn't be buying more fabric, but real excited about going to Hobby Lobby. And yeah, that's all I can think of. Christmas is 3 days away. Oh, and we have a blizzard coming in tonight. Yeah, so hopefully when we do go to drive to Kearney on Saturday, at least the roads will have been cleared off good enough for us to drive. But anyway, have a great Christmas, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.